Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 17 here bringing you a Company of Heroes 2 replay brought to you by Earth, and this is a 1v1 game. If you would like to send in a replay, you can do so again by going to the About section on my YouTube page and pulling my email, my business email, which I will use to collect replays. All you do is, of course, attach your replay and send it in, and of course, I will take a look. As long as it's good, I'll try to feature it. And of course, you can do so via also Facebook by sending in a message. And remember, either way, make sure you send a short description with it, your name, and just, once again, make sure it's a good replay. Earth, I did some cracking and I got this thing working. I think... I don't know why. I re-downloaded it. I think it was the original thing I downloaded. Maybe it got corrupted, but I downloaded it again and I got it working. So yes, this is your replay. But in any case, this is a, once again, 1v1. We have Earth, who's going Wehrmacht. I'm sorry. Yeah, Wehrmacht. I know. I'm featuring the Germans a lot. But hey, this is what I had. Wait. Yeah, but you know, that's what I dealt with, and I will take it. I do like this guy over here. You know he's a high-level player when he starts playing like this behind heavy cover. He's like, I'm going to make sure they can't catch up. And to be fair, if he was versing OKW, I could see that being more effective, but with normal grenadiers and pioneers, you really don't have to worry about a charge. Unless you have assault grens, and I don't think, yeah. And I think you can see what the enemy can, the commander that you can deploy. So unless he has assault grens, you really don't have to worry about Wehrmacht player charging you. And essentially, assault grens are close range grenadier. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 1v1, of course, on Legreska, which is a remade map from a community guy from COH1. But in any case, the enemy player, which is the American player, is Hull Chessmaster. Now, of course, I'm going to say he's a high level. Yeah. So both are relatively high level players. Technically, Chessmaster should have the advantage, but we'll see. Nice job. We can see how Chessmaster, of course, Pioneers would technically, in my opinion, win this fight. But the thing is, these Echelons are using their suppression ability, which is making them, of course, get suppressed, and pretty much making them, unable to fight. So they're just going to take the fuel without any real issue. We have some riflemen moving on the left. Grenadiers pushing against more riflemen on the far left. And looks like, again, using the heavy cover. The problem is with this heavy cover, as you can see, is the fact, of course, you can only fire through certain windows. And while they are kind of firing, they're kind of firing in multiple directions. So some are firing over here, some are firing over here. Kind of all over the place. I do like this MG, nicely placed, making sure they can't charge. I think, Earth, I did a replay on this exact same map with you on a 1v1. I think so. If so, wow. Okay, that's a great selection of maps. But yeah, anyway, so Earth did send me a short description of what this game features. Thank you, Earth. And he'll be going the close air support doctrine. Now, I think it's actually suitable that I showcase this doctrine right before the nerf occurs, in which this thing is probably going to be less effective than it is currently right now, just because I don't think you'll be able to do as much supportive tactics as you could. Close air support, in my opinion, is a great mid to late game support doctrine, because you're using so much fuel to turn in munitions to do airstrikes against vital targets. Again, really against any mode, it's very helpful, because again, as long as the enemy doesn't know the airstrike's coming, or use it to halt enemy advance or hit strategic targets, it's a very useful doctrine. Don't expect a King Tiger, but hey, if you can do a nice AT strafe against an enemy like column that's being healed, yeah, it's going to be very effective. Now, of course, we can see here this guy's not doing suppression, he's going to run away. Pioneer's going to take over that territory. We look at the map and it looks like Earth is taking over a good chunk of territory. He's taking 2 points. He does need fuel, of course, but at least he was able to take this point and put enough pressure. Now, he does have an MG. Actually, I think I probably would have moved the MG over here, but now I think he's going to move the rifleman over and try to flank that MG. He does see this coming, so yeah, there we go. He's going to change direction. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I probably should mention something. Once again, if you don't see that many replays, it's because A, Thanksgiving break, which, once again, that occurred, and B, how do I say this nicest way possible? I have finals coming up, and literally I just had a conference today saying, guess what, the next 2 weeks are going to be hell, enjoy. So yeah, if you don't see replays, I'm studying. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading over outlines, doing practice problems, and getting ready for a 4-hour property exam, along with multiple other exams that literally take up a huge chunk of my grade. I think I've complained enough about that to you guys, so, you know, that's just, you know, me. Daily life and all. Although, to be fair, I find it funny that it's like in my spare time off my laptop, I'll play this War of Mine, which is a great game. If the Steam sale may be over, but I'm sure you could go on a community site and trade it, or go on to or pretty much, like, you know, trade it for a very low price. But anyway, it's a really, really good game. It's really depressing, but it's like it's like studying for finals has me such in a mood that this is an uplifting game. Yeah. Really nice Grenadier Assault, like how the heavy cover, sniper behind, MG on the flank, very nice job. Grenadiers moving up, again, this rear echelon, good close range, medium range kinda, not really, but especially with MG42 it has no chance. Anyway, Pioneers trying to take over this territory, decapping, not really taking, which I guess is good, as long as you decap and, of course, take that star. The enemy's not getting those points, so you don't really have to matter. Don't have to matter. Doesn't really matter. At least it's not going to the enemy. Of course, not going to you, but it's not going to the enemy, so whatever. And we look at fuel munitions again. Even though Earth is getting a ton of munitions, he's still kind of lacking in the, I guess, in both respects, with double the fuel going to allies and still more munitions going to them. So, Chessmaster's doing a pretty good job. Focusing mostly on Rifleman. He did get a Lieutenant, which will allow him to get pretty much the platoon command, which allows him the 50 cal machine gun, the utility car, and the AA half-track. All pretty good in their own respect. Nice grenade. Gonna kill it? No, you don't. Very lucky he got out of there alive. Sniper keeping him back. Good move. I would keep trying to pick him off. I do like how he's, again, layering the sniper in with his grenadiers. That way, of course, they can't charge up and immediately attack the sniper. Sniper just picks him off one here and there, and it could be misinterpreted to just been taken out by grenadiers if you're not really paying attention, which is good. MG guarding this flank will be pretty good for him. Earth, in the meantime, is getting a scout car. I think that option is pretty good because, again, we're not seeing a lot of AT. And even with the utility car, unless you get that armored skirts up really quickly, it's really... Oh, poor Pioneer squad. But yeah, it's not going to be something where I think you have to worry about. I mean, if you have enough fire at this thing, if the scout car could beat it, or sorry, the infantry could beat it, but with one squad, it's not really going to do all that much. We're going to see multiple squads. This guy could throw an AT grenade. Looks like he is. There it goes. That could cause some damage. He doesn't have a Pioneer, so we can't heal it, which could be an issue, although he's still being suppressed. Again, the scout car retreats. There's enough fire and everything hitting it that, well, it's going to, you know, push them back. However, if you can get the Grenadiers up, there we go. You can Panzerfaust the thing. One more should do it. There's a Grenadier squad right there, which could Okay, good. Yeah, don't chase it if you guys are low on health and everything. Nice rifle grenade doing a bit of damage. Sniper could move up, honestly. I think you could move that up. But honestly, this is a good close quarters fight. This thing's still trying to pull back, although he's doing suppressing fire, which is really nice. Moving up, though, we're going to see probably a Panzerfaust very shortly. And there it goes. Oh my god, by the skin of its teeth, it survives. Grenadier's going to pull back. Now that they're vetted up, a lot of people forget this. Grenadiers have access to medical supplies, which can be used to heal them. I know, of course, it will be probably cheaper overall to just build a bunker and then to do automatic medical supplies within it. But, you know, if you don't have the manpower, and have a lot of munitions, it's a good substitute. But at least you could heal him back up. Looks like he's using most of that manpower to just heal his Grenadiers. Pioneers are out, probably going to heal the scout car. And I'm very curious to see his current method of engagement, because we can see here again the utility cars getting healed. The ally, okay, so we do have a Doctrine for him. He went the airborne, which could be bad if he goes LMGs, because again, very long range. P-47s are also very effective in their own mind. against armor and infantry on the opponent's side. It will mostly attack vehicles, although it can do quite a bit of damage to infantry in the surrounding area, so take note. Utility car moving up, once again hitting the MG and that. If this was armor-piercing rounds, that would be very effective, but alas, it is not. Grenadier moving up, again, right now the big difference is there's a lot more riflemen than grenadiers, but the grenadiers have better equipment. Very nice rifle grenade. I like his tactic there, but he did move at the last moment. We have a Panzerfaust coming out once again, although as we can see here, armored scourge, which allows it to take considerably less damage, which is very nice. Grenadiers being pushed back though. Scout cars on the field. I'm very curious to see how the scout car is going to pair up against this thing. My assumption would be that the scout cars probably will lose in a long-term engagement. However, if supported, would probably win. But we'll see. Oh wait, no, the 50 cal doesn't. Oh, there we go. Bazooka. This is the reason. Is because, yeah, sure, the scout car could win, but if you go mono, they could pop out and fire bazooka, which is bad. They're doing automatic repairs. They could do a repair critical, which could. I like the scout car trying to pick them off. See the scout car. Oh, very lucky. Very lucky it did not kill it. Anyway, we can see here vehicle improved sighting and accuracy. For infantry awareness, which will hide awareness and cruise track nearby infantry. And reveal on the mini map. Okay, that's cool. And battle hardened crews improve vehicle mobility and weapon accuracy once again. Oh no, mobility and okay. The nice thing about, again, we have a lot of ranked up grenadiers. The riflemen are kind of the same way. I don't think either party has lost any riflemen, or any grenadiers respectively. No, they have not. So right now, actually, both sides, again, this is how you can tell that both sides are actually really good players, is the fact that neither side has lost anything. You can see here, again, really no losses, and same thing for vehicles. So again, both players are doing a really, really great job of keeping their units alive, which is very hard to do. I know, of course, he did lose the one grenadier squad, but overall, for 12 minutes in game and not a single, like, grenadier squad or something lost, very good, very good. Anyway, he does a 50 cal, most likely to counteract the MG and the grenadiers, try to push them back and allow the utility car a little bit more breathing room, I would assume. Riflemen moving up, though. MG fighting 50 cal. I'm curious why this is winning, although I think maybe this killed the... Oh, very lucky got out. This is my assumption. Maybe that it caused the guy to switch the 50 cal, and then this starts suppressing 50 cal before 50 cal can suppress this. So... that's my opinion. Or this had sight on the MG when it did not. Nice Panzer Grenadier shot. Very nice. Finally took out that utility car. Again, if you have enough Panzer Treks, you can take it out. Now also, here we also have a MG42 that has incendiary armor piercing rounds. This is awesome. I can't tell you how awesome this is. Looks like we also have redistribution of resources. So this will most likely allow Earth to pretty much allow get more of his infantry and maybe make that base, because again we can see there's a lot of grenadiers, but they don't necessarily have the health that he really needs it to be. Okay, and that's why I got it. Okay, so making this medical HQ, he'll be able to heal up his men. Very nice. Scout car should probably fall back at this point, but whatever. Facing two grenadiers, I would assume, I'm sorry, riflemen. In my opinion, the riflemen would win this engagement. However, look here, Fog of War. Just barely in range. Again, I'm assuming the 2-star helps. No? Alright, whatever. Anyway, I would typically say the riflemen would win this engagement, but since they're vetted and also have MG42s, plus the scout car... nope. Scout car didn't help, and they didn't get behind heavy cover. So, yeah, there's that. Also, I love how the scout car is charging. Earth, you just made a critical mistake, and prepare to lose your scout car. One, and magical grenade. There we go. Nice rifle grenade. I do like that. At least you're able to counteract. You don't kill it, though. That's a negative, but at least you know, the American player did lose some casualties. You did lose your scout car, so it's kind of an even trade. You lost the utility car, scout car is gone. We're back to an infantry game, ladies and gentlemen, which I feel like a lot of people want, because a lot of people are like, oh my god, you showcase the King Tiger too much, or, you know, heavy armor. And this battle I like because it's just featuring infantry. It's infantry skirmish, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. Grenadiers flanking around, most likely they're trying to take as much territory, cut off that fuel, because as you can see over here, I'm assuming, okay, he's trying to guard this fuel, but Earth is what he's trying to do is move up, take this territory, decap it, and then try to take that fuel, because as you can see, he only has 13 fuel, while the Allies have 26. I'm sorry, I thought, maybe again, I didn't see that in time. Kind of working, decap that point, got this point. Earth, you really need this fuel. That's my only criticism right now, is you're not taking the fuel. Your Pioneers can't do shit, no offense. Long range. Your Grenadiers can. I also think your MG is kind of, could be moved up, although you maybe retreat it. We do have a large Grenadier Rifleman push. Lieutenant leading the charge, very nice. We do have another Grenadier squad. We can see here again, the great thing about this Doctrine is the fact that, once again, it's designed to also benefit infantry, because you get them vetted up. Oh, retreat. Oh, thank God. Very close, very suave, very good. Panzer Grenadiers, good close range until you upgrade them, then they're good like medium range with Panzer Shreks, and that's about it. They're not really, they're a good AT unit, but they're not necessarily a great infantry unit. Then you have Grenadiers, which, I mean, as you can see here, it's good close range, and then when you upgrade it, not so much. Get in the building, so again, you don't have the suppression. Moving up infantry, try to surround that MG, very nice. We do have the Pioneer squad taking it, very good. And if I had to assume what, again, Earth strategy is get better infantry and win the game, which is hard to do against Riflemen, because Riflemen, again, you can get bars and bazookas, which I'm very shocked that this guy isn't doing that. That's something I would normally do, because bars and bazookas on Riflemen, especially when they get vetted up. Oh, nice rifle grenade, taking out that at 50 cal. But anyway, it's something that you would expect to happen, because again, if you get like one bar, one bazooka per rifleman, they become a really effective fighting force. And especially since you're fighting a lot more infantry, I would maybe give them double bars and maybe a couple bazookas here and there. I like having the symmetry between the two, just in case. Nice suppression run coming in. Do like that very much. Again, stopping infantry from really pushing up, allowing his Grenadiers and stuff to retreat, and allows the Panzer Grenadiers to retreat, and then the Grenadiers to move up. And again, now they're 3 stars, which is very good, although we do have 3-star Riflemen. So once again, we're dealing with the pretty much symbiotic relationship of both players doing really well, having very advanced infantry, but neither of them really killing each other. Now this 50 cal machine gun's probably going to die. Once again, it's like mirror images of what happened. One lost an MG, got it back. One lost an MG, got it back. But oh wait, no, is he going to get it back or is he going to steal it? If he steals this MG, that's clutch. That's very clutch, because again, oh my god, can he retreat though? Oh no, he can't. Oh man, you should have moved that up a little bit sooner. Now that Sherman has high explosive rounds, because again, he's versing basically infantry. He could switch to armor piercing, he verse an armored unit, but right now, yeah, you're versing infantry, you kind of want it up. Now here's the counter though. We do have a lot of Panzer Grenadiers. Shermans do not have heavy armor. They do not have, they probably have the medium armor. So, oh, that was a good, decent miss. Oh, once again, trying to grab it. This time you will, I see. But with the explosive rounds, and if you only have 2 you wasted your shot. Oh no. Oh, you're very lucky that didn't kill it. More Grenadiers moving up. Again, the Sherman could take probably 4 Panzerschreck shots, in my opinion. Maybe, and then once the Jackson, I think it's 4 and it dies. Nice rifle grenade. But I can definitely see what you're trying to go for. But he's, again, a very smart player. He's just staying right out of the way. Just moving in and out. So that way so it's just that range. Panzerschrecks do, I believe the bazooka has a better range than the Panzerschreck, but the Panzerschreck has more damage. Meaning farther away, it's more likely to miss, but, you know, if it still hits, it still does a decent amount of work. We can see here on the map as well, things are kind of going well. I mean, kinda. In my opinion, I think the American player still has more. Well, no. Right now, Earth has more resources. Oh, I like this capture. I don't know why it's. I don't actually. Would this be cut off? No, it doesn't. The way it kind of looks like that is like you can see the front line going. So, whatever. Anyway, Rifleman once again pushing up. Are you upgrading? All right, Earth. Okay, so he has not upgraded Escalating Phase 2. Why would you? I guess. Nice suppression in that plane. Over here, once again, that Sherman is causing issues. And I feel like this could be a detriment to Earth. Because as long as that Sherman is mobile, it's going to be very, very difficult for Earth to really counter this. Because as long as he stays right out of range of those Panzerschrecks, it can be difficult. And again, I would have recommended maybe a pack. That way, again, you could kind of lure it. These Grenadiers, again, they're trying to move up. He's moving through enemy territory, something you really don't do with a Sherman. Even though it's not really close to your front line, you have to be very, very cautious. Because, again, Sherman's... Really? Earth, the Sherman is down here. You want to move this way? Okay, you kind of... No offense, Earth. You kind of messed it up. You could have probably flanked it, and probably could have killed it through this rear armor hits of at least 3 to... I'm saying 3 to 5 shots, especially if you're... I'm assuming you're upgrading... No, you're not upgrading that. Okay, you could have at least hit it with 3 to 4 shots. Ooh, I think 3 hits. I think one definitely missed, but at least that was enough to push it back, which is very smart. He's gonna be put on the retreat. Let's see. The Sherman now is 1 star, and that is the radio net, which increases the Sherman's rate of fire and line of. Wait, what? All right. I guess we'll find out later. Nice flank on the MG. Once again, we have an MG42 and a 50 cal over there, so that could be annoying to deal with. Where's that 50 cal machine? Oh, here it is. I think it's 50 cal. What is this? That's... Wait. I'm so confused. Wait. Why do I keep... Did you guys hear that? Every time I click the MG, it wasn't... In the MG42, which is this one... That's weird. That's weird to me. It spoke German in the 50 cal machine gun. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Lots of Grenadiers pushing up. The Sherman, though, really just having a... Again, just really doing a pretty good job of pushing back the infantry. Right now, Earth, I could say a smart move to do would probably be, and I know this is cheap, but activate this, save up, and do a recon strafe. And then when he all retreats, do a bombing run as base. Because, again, he keeps... Especially when they all retreat to this location, I feel like would be a good thing. I think you mentioned something about some decent use of this. But also, I could also say that if you don't have enough for a Stuka bomb, the Stuka anti-strafe actually does a lot of damage and could easily kill the ambulance. So even though it's like, oh my god, they won't do as much damage as a Stuka bombing strike, I mean, you're right in that regard. But, hold your horses, it will still do quite a bit. Sherman, clutch, somehow living. The other Sherman, once again, armor-piercing, explosive rounds, and also 50 cal machine gun up top. Very nice. Again, pushing back the Grenadiers. I feel like Earth needs to adapt his strategy, because right now, those Shermans are really biting him. The Grenadiers are great when supported by, like, at least some type of armor. But since Earth is really kind of focusing on... I assume he's focusing. He's not upgraded, nor is he building a base. So yeah, he's focusing on just infantry. I know I definitely saw this early. Well, I definitely see it where a lot of people get Volks out and do it. And that's fine because that's basic infantry. Grenadiers are more expensive along with other Grenadiers. And typically if you get Volk squads, you also get other types of armor. In this situation, since you're kind of stopping yourself from getting that, I can definitely see it having a more negative effect on your troops. Also, we can see here an issue because again, this territory is not captured, so we don't gain fuel. Again, you need all your territories captured to really have that. Looks like they quickly healed his men, which is we do have Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers moving up. I would really move around this way because again, if you retreat, once again, I definitely like these Shermans. They're doing a really good job at just taking on these Grenadiers over there. Grenadiers trying to move up, but again, the Shermans are just using the natural cover and just range to just do some nice shots. Alright, he just saw them firing all the Panzer Shreks. He's gonna move in, try to do a couple quick hits. I think he did. Yeah, that was a nice shot on the Grenadiers. Oh, another nice shot. Alright, then he's gonna move back. Once again, really like this guy doing that tactic, but what's this radio net thing?
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Radio net. Increases the Sherman's rate of fire in line of sight when allied tanks are near. Oh, that's cool. Elite crews navigate the battlefield with ease as well as fire the main gun with greater efficiency. That's cool. And battle hardened crews main gun targeting rate of fire. Okay, you definitely don't want that. Oh no. Alright, if he gets at least 5 shots. Nope. One shot scares him off. And there goes Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers, my apologies. Grenadiers are moving up. Although, once again, 3-star Grenadiers, so you know he's keeping these alive. Nice rifle grenade. I definitely like that, using natural cover to try to get that advantage. We do see at least one rifleman has died. I think there are 4 riflemen before, so that is an issue. But again, the Shermans are kind of tipping the scale of it. And honestly, I'm very... Wait, hold on. Is that... What was... Oh, he grabbed an AT gun. Huh. Honestly, I think that may... Again, I think he may have dropped that, not because he's using it, because I'm looking here like, why would you drop this? But he's dropped it in his territory, and I think he did that because he has 2 Shermans. And... I think there's an AT strafe coming in. Alright, kind of wrong side of my... Oh, shoot, sorry. Kind of a wrong side. I think I should get this way would have been better. Closer. Again, you want to call that in as close as you can to like the closest area, because again, that will allow the plane to move in and strike as soon as possible. It might be like a few milliseconds difference, but it can seriously help. Panzer Grenadiers retreating, because again, they can't really do all that much that well against infantry. And the infantry game, yeah, slowly being pushed back. Lots of Grenadiers. We have 4 4-star Grenadiers, all kind of clumped up together. This could be very bad again if one grenade or something hits. We know I would assume that again he knows that again this guy went airborne, which is smart. Again, and also we can see here again he's upgrading his own bars and bazookas, which is something I recommended. Also he has both the captain and the major unlocked, so he has pretty much all available units that the American faction has as opportunity. I would consider this a blob, like, in my opinion, because they're so close together. Would he really... I know this would be a dick move. What we really need to do is get another Sherman, and then, like, have one of them rush it. That way, of course, you could try to run him over. I've seen that happen, where Shermans just charge in and just run over infantry. You could do it over here as well. It's very deadly, especially with all those. Shermans make it out alive. Not bad, not bad. Second Sherman on standby. Probably get some nice shots against those Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, very nice shot. Taking out like 5 guys. Lots of Panzer tricks coming in, taking it down to half health. I don't think the Grenadier strategy is working. Nice MG42 guarding mid. But I don't think it's working. I truly don't. I think something needs to change. We do have a howitzer coming in. I think that's a smart move because, again, we're doing a lot infantry-based combat. And the only plus side I can see is... Oh, recon. The only plus side I could really see is that... At least again, we can see he has all 3 stars. Like, he has a really good army. The problem is he's just not gaining ground. Oh wait, actually, yeah. Nice airstrike coming in, keeping them suppressed. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's not moving. Oh my god. I think I had a video before of "Here lies a bunch of dead Americans." I like to reiterate, here lies a bunch of dead Americans. Oh my god. There goes his entire front line, like his entire backbone. I mean, don't be wrong, he did lose a grenadier squad from that, but in the assault, oh my god. Oh my god, if you're close enough, all the shots hit. Now, I think that threw off the American player. That would throw me off if that just happened. Oh my god. Yeah. That would do it. That would do it. So, that's 2 Shermans. I would say 2 riflemen? A captain. I mean... yeah. And if the change positive, at least he now has a howitzer which could, you know, help hit him. The problem though, and he has a decent force. Decent. But, and it's not like, and I'm gonna reiterate here, it's not like, no offense, Earth, you have a lot of tanks. You don't. Earth, you still are lacking in that respect. You don't have a lot of... You still don't have a great infantry force. You're getting another Panzer Grenadier squad. I think that could be a mistake because you know you wiped out both Shermans. I think getting another one again, yes, it could be very effective. But right now, I think you're going to be versing a lot more infantry. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I think this American player is kind of in a weird situation. Nice suppression. Stop him capping that point, get a few extra seconds. The problem I find is Earth is in a position where he still... okay, he got more men. He got 4 and 4 of each. Okay. So he has a great fighting force. He has a very, very effective fighting force. The howitzer could cause some damage if it can hit. You have to... again, that's kind of just RNG luck. Chessmaster doesn't have anything to really fight against this infantry, and his P-47 strikes are not great. Oh no. No, well, wait. I have a suspicion of something that's, I think that Ho-Chess is doing, but let me give it a minute. Let me see if this keeps happening. He lost a lot of men. And I think right now if Earth was I don't say clever, but if he knew how badly hurt this guy was, he would just start capping all the territory. He would just... I would spread out my force right now. Just stop attacking here. Take this point, take the fuel, take the star. Because this American player is stuck. He has a defensive line here, and he could probably effectively hold off this point. But he cannot, like, move his forces over to a different area. There's no way. Like, there's no way he can launch a major counter-assault if the Grenadiers and everything really started to dig in this sector. There's just no way. Especially with the suppression runs coming in. They can't really leave this area. Okay, so what are you doing, Chessmaster? I mean, a Sherman would be good. I still say that. A mortar carriage would be good. That one-shot infantry left and right. 50 cal. Now MG42 still doing his thing. Throwing a nice bundle grenade. Oh, very lucky he gets out of there. We have a 8T? Misses it. But, oh, Grenadier's coming in for the flank. Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, what... like, my ears... by the way, he's got... the reason he got rear echelons that way, again, he gave him 2 bars, and that way he can get him onto the field very quickly and do a lot of damage. I've seen this rear echelon spam. It's very effective. It is very effective if in numbers, but by themselves, no. With 2 units, I mean, I get it. He wants to get replacement infantry, and it can do well, but We'll see. We'll just have to see. Looks like he's trying to kill the infantry, but once again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the vet stuff is still alive, and the recruits, the Grenadier squad died, but there's that. Looks like he's trying to capture that territory again. Probably a smarter move. If I had to assume he's getting a Sherman. Wow. Like, there goes Grenadier squad. And there goes Earth. I would have said that Earth still has the advantage, but I see an issue. He'll have 5 Grenadier squads. And I'm curious to see how that does. Because if he gets... Oh, okay, we have another howitzer. It looks like he's trying to have a small base infantry and have the howitzers tear them apart, which is very effective. I've seen howitzers one-shot infantry. But anyway, the reason my issue with Earth is Earth went from literally having equal footing to slightly less to a major, and he really hasn't been able to capitalize on it. I mean, right now he's capturing territory, but I haven't really seen like a really definitive blow. Maybe, I don't know. I would actually tell Earth to start making a bunker or two. I know people are like, oh my god, bunker. Why would you make a bunker? Well, if he's focusing on infantry, especially infantry with only bars, like, put a bunker... Where would be a good bunker location? I would say... here? That way you could guard this territory, and that way, again, you could hold it. Especially because they can't, like, flank it. That's my opinion. See... And the other thing I find interesting is the fact that he's focusing on Panzer Grenadiers, which comes to the assumption that he wants the Panzer Grenadiers would be better. But again, even with this base infantry, they're tearing apart the Panzer Grenadiers, and since they've been lucky on the Grenadiers, they've been able to, you know, do pretty good in my opinion.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. 90-day wonders. Fall in. Our capture point is being overrun. We're at full strength. Ground's ours. Now spread out. We've lost guys easily. We're losing a capture point.
Huh. Double howitzer doing pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. And to be fair, 1v1s there is like sometimes a lull period, so it's like, okay, just relax, and then the battle starts. More rear echelons, again, cheap infantry that equipped it well, so great attack power, not necessarily great. Ooh, there goes the house. Good job, good luck there. Good thing you got out. Also 1 star now for this thing, so pretty good.
We're losing a capture point. Our supply line just got cut off.
It looks like now that Earth is trying to use the advantage of just more infantry and try to take as much territory as possible. I think now it's kind of a net bad thing because what I'm seeing here is, again, the infantry is just still very equipped, and he's making sure they all have bars and bazookas. So they're just very, very effective infantry. So yeah, that's going to be a major obstacle. Double howitzer also kind of tearing apart his men. But now I feel like, okay, so Earth has finally... He's finally gone somewhere. Oh, nope, don't want to double speed it. Or fast forward. But now he got support armor corps. And I feel like this is where the American player is kind of failing. I think the American player should have gone to Sherman by now. My opinion. Because again, his Sherman tactics were causing serious damage to Earth and making sure his manpower... Making him rely... on just like spending more manpower to get his infantry back up, but now that there's a Panzer IV, and most of these guys are equipped with bars. They have 1 AT gun. At least, oh wow, nice bounce. At least with Earth, again, he had Panzer Shrek, so he had a major form of AT. If capable, that could kill it. But at the this AT, wow, nice rear shot. But yeah, it's very interesting to see. I assume that recon plane's gonna go overhead, and then we're gonna hear a little sound go up, being like, eh. No? You're not. Huh. Very interesting. I guess he wanted an idea of what he was facing. We can definitely see here the tides have changed. Even though he definitely has less men, we can definitely see that again. Earth is taking up way more territory, and this guy, even though he has more men, is playing very cautiously, very defensively, which I don't think is a good move at all. Don't get me wrong, you should spread out your forces, but the thing is, though, is we can just see that it's not just spreading out his forces he needs to do. It's something more. It's something along the lines of just taking points. Earth did it really well, and I didn't think he could, even with just, what, 6 men? Comparatively to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men. I mean, again, it's 6 men plus MG and everything else. So I'll give him the credit on that. Oh, there goes probably a Grenadier squad, I assume. Oh, suppression run, trying to hold him back. Very nice. Again, we see Earth focusing on trying to hold that point. That way, again, the American player doesn't get the points, and that way you can try to run down the clock. I could see that being an effective option, but with suppression run now gone... Actually, no. That's another thing about this doctrine. It's great at holding points, because, again, the suppression run's great for just, the strafes are great for just holding back or suppressing infantry, and this Stuka bombing strike, you can decap this point. And then force the enemy to go cap it, or, maybe if they are capping, they do it down, they'll cap it, and they'll hit it, or while it's capping, they won't hear, and they'll kill the infantry capping it, and make sure it doesn't cap. That's the great thing about this thing, it just stops it. One thing, though, is that if the Panzer IV does have to watch out, because I just noticed, he does still have the P-47 rocket strafe, and that thing will tear apart medium armor. The Panther, it could survive it. But overall, oh no, you walking in. Nope, he heard it. Still, I love Earth on that bombing run. It's like, okay, we're not going to put it directly on this point. We're going to put it at the farthest point so that when they retreat, which I know they will, it'll still hit them. That's a smart player. Anyway, Panzer IV getting some nice shots in his rear echelon. Rear echelon trying to cap. What the fuck? Oh, AT gun. What was that? Did a rock just go flying through the air? I swear I saw a rock go flying. Anyway, the howitzers and the double AT are actually doing some nice shots on the Panzer IV, pushing it back. Howitzers now focusing their attention on mid. Very effective, especially with 2-star. The 2-star one, again, as we saw earlier, pretty, now is, again, heat round, armor. Howitzers are, again, no joke. You could always get a mortar, but I feel like howitzers have longer range. Mortar you can hit over any specific location, but yeah, it's going to be very tough. Suppression run, hitting that, stopping them coming in. Right now, Earth has a good chunk of munitions, which he can use that for his advantage to maybe hit key targets, like AT guns. This guy, I like how he's spreading out his forces. Good move, because I see a lot of times players will have like 3 AT guns in a row, and just Stuka... Panzerwerfer or just, something to them via artillery or bombing. That way just removes them from play. And they get rid of 3 AT guns at once. Rear echelons moving through. We have a 3-star rear echelon squad, which if you don't know, as we can see, 1 is accuracy, 2 is repairability, increases the size to 5, which is very, very helpful. Kind of reminds me of the British in that regard. And combat expertise increases squad survivability and weapon control under fire. And just makes it an overall better unit. So yeah, you need to really rank them up to be really good. Nice try to run them over. Not really working. But overall, not bad. Right here, I would call it a P-47. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, just AT grenade. Oh, P-47! You could kill it! Oh, you should have called in P-47s. You should. Oh, don't move up. Don't. Oh, why? What are you doing? I think he tried to target it, realized his mistake, is not going back. Nice howitzer shot. Ooh. Poor grenadiers. There goes another one. Bites the dust. Oh, we lost another grenadier. So we only have 3 original units left on the field. Ooh. I don't think the American player has maybe 1 rifleman squad. But overall, Earth has so far been able to keep 3 men alive from the beginning of the game. At least they think. Not bad. You have a strafing run coming in. Nice job suppressing them. Howitzers, though, you can see doing a... Try and hit them at least. Oh, run. Oh, wait. Bad Stuka bomb. Bad Stuka bomb. I don't like, again, it's like, even in that regard, they're not really capping anything. There's no reason for him to stay if they're suppressed anyway, so he's probably going to retreat. And the time it took, honestly, back here would have been better. Although, if I had to assume... Yep. With an AT strafe coming in. That also kind of failed. I've seen it actually kill... Again, people forget, this AT gun is a mechanized unit. So that AT strafe, even though it's designed for tanks, will still destroy equipment. And if you get it directly in the strafe, it can kill it. If it's been damaged at all. And that one's been in the game long enough to where it's probably taken some damage. But yeah, anyway, we can see here a lot more infantry based on the American side, better equipped versus these grenadiers. So actually, the American player has had a nice comeback. Which again, showing that I know I talk about how I don't like the American faction, and truly I don't. But my favorite, honestly, is probably the British and the OKW faction. It used to be the Soviets, but I have to say that. This could be an issue. I don't know where the bombing run's coming down. Nice job hitting that unit. At least he didn't retreat everything. Although he's probably gonna lose Acre. No, don't. That's the last American player. Okay, no, he lived. I just like how these rear echelons are taking on the Panzer Grenadiers. That's probably the best thing right now in this game. But yeah, it's funny how the American players put at such a disadvantage, and they've been able to come back really, really well. And still be a really good fighting force. I feel like the American player has just been changing his strategy, and he's like, okay, my Sherman tactics, I kind of got sloppy. What's something I can do that's just as effective at killing infantry, but I don't worry about AT? Howitzers. Get howitzers up. Well, now they have a tank. AT. Get AT up. He's gonna do it right here. Oh, he doesn't notice. Ooh, that's Stuka bomb. I think it hurt one unit. I think it just hurt him on the outskirts. I don't think it killed anything. Very close, but it didn't kill anything. Nope, maybe one rear echelon squad. I take that back. But he's getting another one. All right. But yeah, I have to give the early game. I have to say, actually, let me rephrase that. Both players are doing a fantastic job with their infantry combat, and I really do like that. However, as we can see, the Earth is still holding territory. And as long as he can use that, he's still getting enough to where he can easily be calling in these strikes constantly. So the American player needs to capture territory, which I'm surprised he hasn't, because he has more men. I figured it'd be easier for him. We have there we go. AT straight, at least killing it. That'll at least make sure it's decrewed and not bedded up, which could be good for him. Right now, what Earth really needs to do is, I feel like he needs to bring over his Panzer IV for a flank. Like, pop it through the forest, come here, shoot the ambulance, because the ambulance is kind of healing them, and just get a nice strike in. But he's doing a good job of holding captured territory. I'm very surprised he's been able to hold that many infantry units from capturing, again, a good chunk of the territory. I'll tell you, probably, yeah. Also, just as a heads up, once again, like, nearly 700 fuel. But that being said, it's like, what do you bring out? Because again, he's basically all going grenadiers. So what do you do? Again, I love this. Just build a bunker. Because he has no, it's like, why not? Just build a bunker. I also feel like the American player is too too much. It keeps going in for these frontal assaults. I feel like a good coming in through this flank, like this open terrain, is a lot better. Because again, it's not right in front of this base either, so that can really help. Yeah, especially with... Oh, yeah, and that's probably why you don't want to do a bunker. Suppression run, doing a little bit of damage against AT, but not really anything. But yeah, I think the bunker's in a bad location because it allows for direct line of sight. At least over here, they'd have to move the AT guns over here. They can't just directly shoot it across. And that allow the, again, it's like you move the AT guns on this side, well, that allows the AT guns over here to be... I mean, that allows the tank, I'm sorry, to pretty much have free movement over here. I do like how he's like, bunkers. I can build bunkers, and he's building one. That being said, he already has all his infantry equipped, so it's like, doesn't really have to worry. Taking over some territory, could have probably decapped that, honestly. At least he tried. AT guns, hello, Panzer IV moving through. Oh my god, it's okay. He has take aim, which I feel is something that if you have this AT gun, use it. Because I know it's like, it slightly makes it so it's not as wide. Well, doesn't matter. It's amazing. We're going to have it kill everything here, aren't we? No, just one howitzer. Again, I guess he's trying to limit the howitzer. I like how it's the same howitzer as got hit by the AT strafe. This one's still doing okay. At least Panzer IV was able to move in, do a couple quick hits, and leave without taking too much damage. But now, okay, here's the big thing. Earth, you are losing way too much men. You don't have the manpower for it, and you really don't... If this player would stop attacking you from the gut, straight up the middle, I feel like okay, and move up his AT guns. My God, what are the AT guns doing all the way back here? Like, seriously, have one over here and one here. Also, maybe the bunker is a bad idea because again, you have so many AT forces. Actually, not really. Right now, the advantage in my mind still is with the American player because he still has so many more men and special equipment than Earth. And Earth is losing quite a lot of forces. I don't think we'll have enough forces to just reinforce, which could be a major issue. AT guns, I would move up. Simple, again, just something, could probably do. Also, take territory. Seriously, just have one rear echelon squad. Take this and this. Not hard. Earth followed through with my territory advice, and he's been holding it very strongly. Oh no. Here goes the... Oh, out of control. And yeah. There's an issue. There's a major concern. Again, just losing that Panzer IV, that puts it just on a infantry v infantry basis, and I don't think Earth you can truly fight that. You had the advantage with the Grenadiers, but now with the Panzer Grenadiers, you kind of lost it. And these rear echelons, which once again I don't like. I'm just surprised as long as you keep them alive. They've been doing really well against the, unit that costs way more than them. How much is rear echelon? I think they're 200. Am I not allowed to see? Am I really not allowed to see? Well, there goes the MG. Jesus. Oh, there we go. Was it 200? No, 160. Oh, wow. Pretty good for cheap infantry. I know Panzer Juice keeps talking about the, oh no, that's a good bundle. Oh, retreat it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, not too bad. Still not great, but not too bad. I love how Panzer Juice talks about, like, the, oh god, what is it? What spam is it? His glorious Osttrooping spam or whatever. I find it so funny because, again, these rear echelons are doing great for just, fighting mano to mano. He did lose one, which is bad, and he hasn't been able to recrew the howitzer, which I feel like he could easily do. But that being said, he has managed to bring Earth down significantly, and I don't think Earth can continue this game. His support is helping, but I've seen the American player right now is gaining slowly but surely the advantage, That's something you don't do because you had no health on that. Also, spend like 2 seconds to heal this thing. You could easily walk over and heal it. But no, this has been a really good game. I'm interested to see how it resolves itself because honestly, it could go either way. The American player can get some nice shots, recruit its men, and easily push. And they could easily, it could easily use the fuel to get a Sherman and then turn the tide, or the Grenadiers could move up, get some nice shots off, nice bunker hit. To even see him place that bunker there, and turn the tide in his favor. Again, Earth still has the ability of the supports to really turn it, so we'll see. Oh, actually, I'm curious why he hasn't called in any paratroopers. I figure if he wants really good infantry, paratroopers would be great. Get out of there. Yep, he's decapping that territory to grab it. 50 cals move. Is it 50 cal or 4 MG42? Oh no, it's 50 cal. Alright. Moving up. Getting around. Howitzers still manned. Really can move up more men. Howitzer's still doing quite a bit of damage, so good for him. There we go. Here comes the infantry coming in. Yeah. Ooh, wait, there goes one. 5 units left. Oh no, suppression run doing a pretty good job holding back the infantry. Stuka bomb cannot be called in, so that could be an issue. Alright, I guess he's waiting for it to not get suppressed. Oh, nice grenade on retreat. Like that. Like it a lot. Howitzer doing a nice shot on the Grenadiers. And they managed to take over this point. Pretty good. Pretty good. Unit moving in. Probably gonna throw a grenade on this. Again, I feel like this American player would be doing a lot better if he could. Oh, White Foster's coming in. At least that'll hurt a lot more. Again, stop the infantry from moving up on his side and do some damage. Or is that smoke? Is that smoke? No, it's I think it's white phosphorus. Maybe not. Maybe it is smoke. That's weird. Grenade misses, but bundle grenade gets the mark. Right now I find like this guy's becoming more desperate and trying to take over this territory, but it's now the only thing I see is if Earth accidentally calls in a Stuka strike on that thing. Captures the territory. Going down to the wire here. Bringing in more rear echelon, okay. Ooh, nice howitzer hit. Very, very nice strike. Earth not really in the mindset to really call in a Stuka bomb, so they're going to take that point. In the meantime, if I was him, I would, for the love of God, I would just move an MG over here, or like here. Like right here would be great because it's so open. That way, again, it's like you block infantry from coming through here and capture this territory. Because one of the things prohibiting this guy from really doing well is the fact, like, the American player is short on munitions, which is something I never thought I would say. Because usually, they're really good on that. They're really good. Oh, that unit's probably going to die. Ooh, we have a lot more infantry moving up. Judging by time, I'm going to assume Earth's going to win this engagement, but we will see. Heads and Grenadiers moving in. This is, if Earth doesn't capture this spot, it's game over for him. Like, it's simply put, it's game over. Because he is way too few of men, and actually very surprised the infantry unit's not dying. Oh no. It's gonna be right here. No, it's there. Oh, wow. Right now, a Sherman would have actually done really well because it's very mobile. You can heal it really quickly. Oh, if this howitzer hits. Oh, one man outside the crew. If he runs. Oh, if he catches that territory, it's game over. Oh, so close. Earth, you somehow won this game. You like, I know people called my last game close, but my god, yeah. I feel like this guy made a lot of mistakes. I think good game, well played, very nice. First, he didn't capture territory, especially next to his base, which, and the reason I kept saying that is you're like, oh my god, stop saying it. He's lacking the fuel munitions, and I know he doesn't need fuel. And he could have used it for Shermans, which could have been helpful, especially because, again, it was lacking a lot of AT. But the reason why I state this is simply because of the fact that you can use more grenades, you can equip more men with bars and bazookas, you get more munitions, it helps you out. And I feel like that was what's causing him to lose. Earth was just capitalizing on all those supports, and those airstrikes really helped turn the tide, especially the Stuka bombing that killed most of his men. I find that tactically, Chessmaster was better, but strategically, Earth played better. Tactically, Chessmaster's infantry played better and won more engagements than Earth. But strategically, Earth was able to take more and hold more territory and use those support strikes to just whittle away his men. So while Chess had the advantage on the, like, again, the advantage just by, again, just tactics, the overall, like, he was winning battles. It doesn't matter because overall he was still losing on something that was very vital, and that was, again, just supporting his men. And when he could send his men out, his men would typically win. However, just because of the fact of just, again, the airstrikes and the lack of munitions, that kind of held him back from releasing his full potential, which allowed Earth enough time with, again, I'm going to say it, pretty much a scavenged force to win the game. Anyway, let's look overall. Let's see, most valuable unit, Panzer Grenadiers, you can see that. Yeah, this is a great example. So again, he lost a lot of units, and Earth almost broke even. But he got more damage, I can easily see that, and Earth got a little less. 50,000, though, still a considerable amount. Graphs. Yeah, typically less men. Earth had definitely less men than this guy throughout the majority of the game. Even with the Stuga bombing, it took out most, again, a good chunk. He still had more. Yeah, that's pretty good. Resources, this guy won. Like, this guy had so much fuel. So much fuel. It was ridiculous. And points held. Yeah, this is like the turning point when the Earth started getting a majority of the points. That was the big deciding factor. It's like you needed more territory, and this guy was winning when he actually held it, but when it switched and he couldn't get it back, that was the big thing. Anyway, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, send in those replays. Sorry if there may not be as many COH2 videos coming out in the next 2 weeks, but in any case, when it does come out, you can see the video then. Also, maybe I'll have a live stream come up here and there. Maybe this War of Mine, who knows, or Ark. But in any case, again, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.